Hi, my name is Leonardo. I came from France and I decided to come to New York because I want more job opportunities so I could help my family and send them money. Before I came, my only hope was that people said that in the United States they had a lot of job for the immigrants and that sometimes they were well paid. I had a lot of fears. I didn't knew the idiom and I didn't knew where I could sleep or if people would accept me. I came here in a big boat. It was very crowded and a lot of people died in there because there were a lot of diseases. After a long time, I arrived at Ellis Island. The first thing I saw was the Statue of Liberty, which was a gift from France. I knew it was big, but I didn't know it was that big. After I passed the inspection, I searched for a place to live. I found one. It was expensive, but I had some money to pay the rent. The building was really crowded. I lived with five more persons. After that, I walked through the city and saw two buildings that were higher than the others. One was the Empire State and the other one was the Rockefeller Center. One of my roommates worked in the Empire State, so he helped me to get a job in there and I could see the view from the top. We became close friends. We visited Central Park, which I think is the best place to relax and spend the day. It was all green and it had a lot of lakes. One of the things that amused me were the subway because in my country this kind of transportation didn't exist. The American Museum of Natural History is located near Central Park. We visited and it had some statues of the ancient civilizations. There were a lot of animals and they even had dinosaurs. I also visited the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I met some friends in there and what we did was to see the weapons gallery. It was pretty good because they had some cavalry representation. We also visited the Egyptian site and we saw some of the statues and houses that they built in the past. We also saw some paintings about the European artists. They all had the same characteristics in common because they were all of the same movement of art. Time passed and I decided to change of city. I took a train from New York to Washington, the capital of the United States. The trip was only 3 hours. When I got out, the first thing I decided to do was to visit the National Mall. I wanted to see the Washington Monument, but it was under repair. But at least I could see the Lincoln Monument that had a statue that looked imposing. I also visited the Jefferson Monument. I like it because it was simple and not so big, but it was beautiful from the outside. It also had a statue of the president inside the monument. It was getting dark, so I headed to the White House, but first I passed through the monument of the Korean War, which had a lot of soldier statues. It was strange because whenever I looked, there was always a soldier looking at me. At the end, I arrived at the White House, which was really big and beautiful because it had an enormous garden. The Smithsonian Museum is the best museum I have visited because it had history but a lot of interactive exhibitions. The Air and Space Museum was great because they teach persons how a plane or an helicopter can fly. They also had different models of planes that were used since the World War and until now. I had a great meal there because I taste buffalo. It tastes like smoked meat. I also entered the Smithsonian Zoo, which was big and had a lot of animals. I saw snakes, monkeys, tigers, and also elephants. Two museums that I visited in Washington were the News Museum and the Wax Museum. The first one was an exclusive museum of how news have developed from the beginning. I learned about the reporter's work and why it is important in the society. There are only three people that run to danger: a fireman, a police officer, and a reporter. The Wax Museum was full of sculptures that were real size of different actors, singers, or important people. It was fun because you could be part of the role with each person and take awesome pictures.